everything in. It's very practical. It kind of makes clutter look nice, which is kind of helpful in a small space.
The library flows into the kitchen and dining areas. In between, there's a steel cage suspended staircase that leads to yet another sitting area, and one of Nick's favorite spots in the house.
We've got the view out to the ocean out there. It opens out onto a large deck. What I particularly like about this room as well is that you can kind of stand here and overlook into that void and see all the main features of the house. You can see the staircase, you can see the light shade, and you can see the bookcase, all those custom elements that are the features.
The upstairs sitting room is the master bedroom.
The bedroom itself is one open space again. As with the rest of the house, there's no doors, no closed off spaces. We've got the sleeping areas, then we have this dressing area, and then that bleeds into a bathroom area. All the spaces kind of borrow from each other and bleed in, and around the back here you have a shower, very simple kind of functional use of space.
Another modern feature, this home is extremely environmentally correct. It faces northeast, which lets in more light but less heat. The outdoor spaces face away from the seaside wind. Nick may have been inspired by a structure that's old and redundant, but the home he's created for his family is a model of innovation and efficiency. Now we're in Shiga, Japan, where this long concrete slab looks like one massive fence, but it's not. The giveaway? Those cracks in the concrete. A series of slits built specifically to bring light inside a surprisingly traditional home.
When we started this project, next door used to be an abandoned hospital, and the area had a high crime rate. So I decided to create slits to protect the home. 5.5-inch wide windows with 10-inch wide walls was the number I came up with for that security reason.
The windows are so small, no one's getting through there. And since this home lies on a busy street, these narrow openings are also great for privacy. For Anna, these slashes are artistic as well as functional.
I regard this type of vertical slit as the best shape to complement the sunlight. It comes into the home in dramatic, mysterious, and poetic ways.
The windows have no frames, which makes the home less cluttered, but this wasn't simply a design choice.
6 slits means 60 windows in the house, which is a lot. And we didn't have much money in the budget for this many. So, to save money, we decided to install them directly onto the structure, with no frames.
These minimalist windows are installed by cutting 1.5-inch grooves into the concrete and the glass slots right in. A simple brace on the bottom's all that's needed to secure it.
When it's broken, you just have to unbrace them, then cut the ceiling between the structure and the glass. But because it's such a narrow piece, it won't be broken that easily.
In the interior, the most daring feature of this home is the long corridor where slivers of light play on the floor. It connects 3 bedrooms to a very traditional living room and dining area. And in typical Japanese style, screens allow the rooms to be reorganized if necessary. This minimal and functional home allows its owners to live freely, safe behind bars of concrete and glass. Now we're in picturesque Connecticut to visit a home that is anything but quaint. It's known for tradition. Pretty steepled churches, charming main streets, and white picket fences surrounding clapboard colonials. Here, modern architecture has a place, but that place is usually in the countryside outside of town. Until now. This house in New Canaan, Connecticut is designed to be different from its neighbors. From the front, it looks austere, yet step around the back, and the house's unique selling point emerges. It's 2 very modern townhouses linked together.
The architecture becomes more dynamic, more active in the back, very subdued and very quiet at the street. So you can begin to see how the 2 forms, the wood structure and the zinc-coated metal panel system, split open vertically, and now you see express forms, where in the front of the house it reads like one form suspended over the other.
The house is essentially two 3-story buildings, one sided in zinc and the other in Alaskan yellow cedar. The two different sides are divided by a central indented window, giving the illusion that this is two separate buildings.
The house is splitting open. That's allowing us to bring light deep into the middle, but it also makes a very dramatic, high design kind of profile as you look from the back of the property.
To create this dramatic shape, a steel skeleton was coated with concrete. But instead of using new steel, it's all recycled from cars and scrap metal. The concrete shell was then covered with either zinc or wood. The cedar section holds the wet zones, like the kitchen and the bathrooms. Next door, the angular zinc part contains the dry areas. In other words, the bedrooms and the living rooms.
Our living room, entry, and dining room combination. The color scheme originated from our preference for this engineered wood flooring. So we pulled the color from that, and then that was to be the predominant millwork color throughout the house.
The kitchen cabinet is sleek sycamore wood. The staircase is topped by glass to flood the home with light. This leads up to a study linked to the master bedroom and the home's 2 other bedrooms, all finished in natural brown to match areas. The master bath includes a spa and steam room, which is surprisingly eco-friendly due to some technology on the roof.
We have a photovoltaic array here, 5.4 kilowatt. This produces about 25% of the house electricity, and over this side we have some hot water panels, which produce up to 100% of the hot water we use domestically.
This clever design manages to be bold, yet sit happily in its very traditional setting. It's a trick it pulls off by keeping its more daring face hidden from public view.
We couldn't be more delighted and excited about this, introducing modernism into the old village of New Canaan. We're elated with it.
Yet another innovative idea in the world of extreme.